Myth, the Juggernaut, hitting you with the head crush. Today I am joined by Geeking Out, Shinwar. We're waiting on Biff to join us. I know she's at work tonight, so due to the timing, I'm gonna get the intro reel started, and we should be good to go. So let me run this intro for y'all. We'll be right back. All right, the saltiest intro ever, brought to you by Michael Hurdle and MichaelHurdle.com. And shout out to my partners, Full Screen. They're our partners. Make sure you check them out. They have been really good to this channel. And make sure you're checking out the Predator, Alex Lex's ZX Predator page, which is also taken care of by Twitch. Again, they've been very good to me. And I'll be right with y'all. Who was?
Mm-hmm.
All right, new gaming order. I ran through that intro. I got Shin to the wall over here, Mr. Geek-n-out official. What's going on, brother? Yeah, you have a lot of announcements to make because we have things going down this week.
I know. Who was? Yeah, so this is Sinwar with Geeking Out. January 26th. We are 4 days away from the Dragon Ball Fighters launch day tournament in the Microsoft Store in Bridgewater, New Jersey, starting at 5 o'clock. So make sure you bring your arcade stick, bring your controller. We got 4 stations set up. And oh, look, it's Biff. She joined us.
Hi guys.
Fashionably
Hey.
late, but it's all good. But Shimar, continue.
Yeah, so yeah, just it's going down the game. It looks fun. I can't wait to get my hands on it again. I know there's a beta coming out for the Xbox One at like 12 a.m., but I'll be asleep. I'll be playing it tomorrow. But that's all I got.
All right. Biff, what's going on? Thank you for joining us, fashionably late. I know you at work, so I made that announcement. But how's everything? How's everything been going for you since our last episode?
It's going. Nothing to complain about. I definitely been having a ball. Been working a lot, but it's going. It's good. I'm a little upset this week, but we'll talk about it.
All right. Well, we're gonna go right into it since you did such a fantastic job. And shout out to those of you who know Biff and are following the channel on the strength of her joining the staff. Thank y'all very much. We've been seeing some good stuff. And Biff, I gotta chat with you like later this week about something that is actually gonna be good for you. So
Oh, yay!
yeah, I gotta hook you up. So we are doing two things today. We're gonna do a recap of episode 124, and towards the end, the future of Dragon Ball Super, and and beyond. Because there's some things talking about Super ending, focusing on the origin movie,
I
a
wanted
couple
to
things.
start off on that first.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay, so we knew. Well, any real fans knew that originally Dragon Ball Super wasn't supposed to go further than the first arc. This was kind of just something Toriyama was toying around with, and it kind of took off. It blew up. And of course, in Japan, who runs the show? The fans do. So that being said, Toriyama was kind of in an iffy position. Do I continue on versus it's not keeping up with the manga, and it's so much going on. What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
So he continued, and the fans are thankful he continued. But now we're at the spot where Toriyama also had other things on his plate.
Mm-hmm.
So later on this year, we should be getting a movie, which is another reason for the hiatus. We should be getting a movie, an animated movie, and then also, if you guys have kept track,
they
they lost the voice of Goku, Gotenks, and Gohan. So.
Wait,
also,
Nazawa?
Huh?
Wait, losing the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, the Japanese or the U.S.?
Japanese.
Wait, because I know Nozawa, she's working on another anime or something.
The older lady, the older one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. Shinmar, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I mean, I don't want to call it a hiatus because I think Super won't be coming back. It's going to be a new series from the way they worded it. So
Yeah.
episode 131 will be the last episode in March.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, all the animators are going to be working on the movie.
Hold on, Biff, what you doing?
Mind your business.
I hear Crunchyroll on the
I'm looking at
back.
the time schedule. Hold
All
on, I
right,
gotta get through this.
all right, go ahead.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm cool. I'm heartbroken, but at the same time, it's like there's so much more to explore in Super. Hopefully, we get this next year. I'm looking forward to the movie. But yeah, Nozawa's doing this new anime. Obviously, Bulma has to be recasted. So it's a lot going on behind the scenes, but at the same time, we're not at a total loss because the manga will still be released in volumes. Yeah, so Torataro did say eventually the manga will catch up to the anime, and this is how it's going to be done. So, yeah, it's all that.
All right, and before we get started, for those Dragon Ball Super, we're lucky we even got this. We're very, very lucky. So, with that being said, thank you to all that produced the show and, introduced Dragon Ball to a new generation because they had no idea. Like, Dragon Ball? What's that? That's old. And it made it extremely relevant again, So, they've been going 3 years strong, no stop, So remember, Toonami would take these breaks and such. So I'm glad that we got what we got. So let's be thankful. So Biff, you got the wheel.
No. Ho. I'm grabbing the wheel, buddy. So
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, we'll alternate because
No, me and Biff been alternating. No. One day you gonna steer the ship.
You know what? All right.
You're out of control.
No, y'all set the you set the bar so high. It's kind of hard for me to follow.
You just host. You host. We got you.
Wow, hijack the show. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so pretty much Gohan's last stand. Episode opens up with going back to Goku, Vegeta, and Jiren going full frontal attack on Jiren. Jiren obviously is holding his own. They throw a Kamehameha and a final flash at him, and he grunted his face, and he pretty much ate it. And at this point, he's pretty ticked off with these two because they're so persistent. What are your thoughts about that part, Alex?
I think Jiren is mad. I think it got to a point where, Vegeta in his new form, that final flash, he charged it up mad quick. It was like contact, and Jiren got direct hit from both special techniques, and there was a bunch of rubble that fell on him, a bunch of rock and debris, and now he's powering up. Without jumping too far, somebody says that Jiren's is heating it up, so he's taking the fight more seriously now. So that's my thing. Biff, what you got?
I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah, like you said, now Jiren's agitated. He's finally agitated to the point where he's like, all right, I gotta quit playing with him. Because now, like you said, I think last time these uncoordinated but coordinated attacks are finally getting to him. He's finally like, oh shit, shit's getting real. Like, I got 7 minutes left. Like, all right, I need to stop playing with him because now he understands that it's taking 2 of them to knock one of him down, but now he knows that they're not playing.
Yeah, could that also be that that's a weakness in Jiren? Because it's like if he's such the ultimate warrior, he can handle anything.
You're so loud. Okay, you're very loud.
Oh, my bad. Is that better?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, well, Jiren is supposed to be super bad and stuff, but he's now showing that it's the 1-to-1, but he can't handle multiple attackers at once, it seems. Well, at this level, would you agree?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think now he's frustrated, and now that he has two attackers that aren't weak, I think now it's finally like, okay, now, like I said, now he's turned up. Now he's upset. Now he's agitated. Now he's like, I'm ready to be done with it.
Okay, Shinwar.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was good. Obviously, this episode they were the B story as opposed to the A story in this episode.
Yeah, which I'm kind of
so-
happy about.
Yeah, so it was good to see what's going on with them.
Yeah, they were the first half of the episode almost, and then it just completely shifted.
Not even first half. Like
a quarter.
First quarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quarter. The first half. The episode is called Gohan's Last Stand, but you don't see Gohan towards like right after
halftime.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I was a little bothered by that because it didn't really show any urgency or emergency with Gohan, but that's fine. I thought that part was good. But moving along, going back to Dispo and Frieza, you know, they're going at it and they're just really showcasing Dispo's speed, which is, you know, supposed to be like super fast. But what's interesting is Frieza, like he did Frost, proposes to team up.
He tried it again.
He's sneaky, yo. Yeah. And, you know, just one part I did like with Dispo, even though he seems a little cocky and all that, he still had a strong sense of justice and refuted Frieza's, you know, dealings. I did like that because he was like, "No, you're evil. I'm not gonna do it."
Justice.
On justice.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I thought that was really interesting. It was actually fun to see that Frieza. I like Frieza actually he was a little surprised. I like that. He was shook up. He was definitely shook up. I like to see that it actually forced him to become gold to keep up with him. But then also, like you said, I do like how Dispo also powered up. A lot of people gave Dispo, you know, a lot of slack because he's the third most powerful, and you know they didn't really think he was that strong to begin with. And you know, I seen a little disses, but then when you know Dispo turned up, it was kind of like, oh wow, maybe I might need to go back on my word.
Joke.
Yeah, he did that light speed mode or something. Like it was like his power up type thing, and it was like he was like really taking it to Frieza at that point.
Who's that? Like faster than light or something like that?
Yeah, it's like with Dragon Ball, it's like everybody's fast, but they were really showcasing it with Dispo.
Yeah.
Like that's his trait ability. Like that's what he's known for.
He's like the Flash in this anime, so to speak, you know, and then give him his distinction. So, you know, but I mean, it was interesting how on the sidelines they were actually giving a nod to that or validating his speed. It's like, oh my God, you know, and I'll wait for Shinmar to continue because, you know, that speed was so great. Like certain things had to be done to, you know, negate it. But Shinmar, go ahead.
Yeah, so, you know, after Frieza and Dispo have that little dialogue, Frieza goes Golden Frieza and begins to wail on Dispo. And Dispo, like Biff said, Dispo turns up in his own right with his, I believe Belmont called it his final secret technique, super maximum light speed mode. Like that's a long that's straight out of Power Rangers, but
justice speed. Dang.
Yeah, he like that purple aura, and he just came back, and that dude, he was moving so fast. Both Zenos couldn't even see him, and they looked on the God pad, and they couldn't even track him.
Yeah, and the priest had to say, "We'll upgrade it next time." Next time,
right?
It'll be the next time. What?
Yeah, dude. That's a hint.
But
right?
see, like I said that earlier. I low key feel like Zeno song was gonna be like, "Yo, this shit was wild. Let's do it again." Like I really feel like they're gonna pull that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to listen to the announcement. I was surprised by Dispo. I was actually kind of proud of Dispo, but what I was not proud of was. This was supposed to be Gohan's episode, and I really feel like they did not do my man justice.
It was. But Shinmar, continue with that because I have something to say pertaining to it because the title kind of gives it away. But Shinmar.
Yeah, and so Dispo was about to give Golden Frieza the final blow, and then Gohan notices it and branches off from the fight with Toppo and 17 and goes assist Frieza. You know, Gohan has always been going into this tournament, teamwork. And he went to go, you know, help Frieza. And, you know, even though we give flack to Gohan, he's a smart fighter. And in regards to techniques.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much the whole idea of trapping Dispo in a cage, and Gohan was just wailing on him. Boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
freezer beams,
But I knew Gohan was finna turn up when they started playing the slow intro music.
Oh yeah. That you know it's the Dragon Ball Super series. When you hear those cues, I know for me, I get hyped. I'm like, yo, it's about to go down. Either finish somebody or whatever. But yeah, they really know how to draw that emotion out of the audience, and not just the audience in the stands, but the people watching it too. You know what I mean? The stands in the show, but.
The music scores can actually tell a story in itself. Not to go too far, Halo is a perfect example of that, because the composer said if you can capture an emotion in the music, it will make the story that much better, and they're doing just that.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, and so one thing I didn't like, I thought Gohan was gonna go ultimate, but it's fine. I guess he figured he could just take him in his base form. But he came up with the idea of trapping him in that cage with Frieza's finger beams. And like I said, he was wailing. And like Biff said, the music kicks in and he's going for the final blow. And Frieza, apparently, his stamina gets drained. But here's the thing.
He's in golden form too.
That's what blew me.
I think that was part of the ploy. Why I say that? Because Gohan, hold on, I'm actually watching it as I go through it. Let me just fast forward to the part. When Frieza drops, he says, "Oh, I couldn't keep it up." Gohan immediately went for that headlock.
Yeah.
And then Frieza says, hold on, here it is. Frieza says, "I see. Well done, leader. This indeed a wonderful plan." So I think that's what it was. Like, I don't think Frieza was really drained, like fully drained from that.
You mean to trick Dispo?
Yeah,
okay.
Because he says, "I see. Well done, leader. This indeed a wonderful plan." So Gohan, whole thing was to sacrifice himself from the get-go, because Dispo was just way too fast, and he couldn't move when he was in that headlock.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, Biff?
I just really want to see like Gohan go out in a blaze of glory. They have nerfed him so bad.
No, but he has saw redemption though from the resurrection.
I don't care.
What?
Because I don't care, because they've nerfed him so bad. Like Gohan was supposed to be like that next dude.
Yeah, he was supposed to be what the story focused on.
They nerfed him so bad. I feel like an Ultimate Gohan is a nerf. I just feel like, I just rather see him go out in the blaze of glory. I called it a long time ago. I knew Gohan was gonna sacrifice himself. That's just the type of character that he is. I don't know. For some reason, I just thought he was gonna sacrifice himself like in some way better. I don't know. I just felt like it was gonna be like a boom spectacular, blaze of glory instead of.
But Biff, I have to disagree with you on this one, because if you look at, if Dispo wasn't eliminated when he was, I think even Piccolo or someone in the sense said like his speed was just ridiculous. Probably Goku and Vegeta probably wouldn't have been able to deal with that on top of Jiren. So I'm validating Gohan here. Like, hey, he became the trap. And
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like what he did, and I'm all for it. I just felt like it could have been a little more over the top,
more dramatic.
Yeah, I think, and me and you talked about this, Alex. He should have had flashbacks of his family. Like, I'm doing this for y'all.
Yeah.
Because that's a big reason why he's fighting. Like,
exactly. They didn't show none of that. So
maybe the manga. Maybe the manga might have it.
Maybe. You're right.
You're
absolutely right.
All right. I mean, for all intended purposes, like, they had the audience fooled. I'm like, damn, Frieza's stamina. Because I'm thinking in the future, like, if Frieza has to help Vegeta and Goku and Jiren, like, and his stamina, and he was conserving his stamina for the longest. He's like, you know what? I got to make sure I'm fresh, because later on it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a factor, going forward. So who knows? Like,
I knew something was up as soon as he told me he was losing stamina, and I was like, "Nigga, you just became the golden form. Like what?"
But that still
Yeah.
drains his stuff, even though he mastered it a little bit. Like,
I know it drains him, but not to the point where he put on the show.
Yeah,
Basically,
right. That was the show. Yeah.
yeah, he put on the show, and that was the cue for Gohan to get behind him.
what? Okay.
Like you said, they worked together without having to talk. Obviously,
Yeah.
And like
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
I knew Frieza and Gohan knew what was up, so I guess Frieza. That's what I'm saying. Frieza kind of put on the show, like, oh, I can't hold it, and that was like, all right, Gohan, get ready.
Okay.
All right.
So then when he finally stopped, and Dispo was like, okay, wait, what the hell going on? That was Gohan's cue.
All right. Shinmar.
Biff, I'm gonna have to pass the reins over to you. I have to drop off at this time.
All right.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah. He had time frame, but we're gonna wrap up because we're almost done. But
so I'm gonna let Biff. So see, we tag.
Dragon. It's literally Dragon Ball Fighters. There's 3 of us. What?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely be on fully the next one, but right now I have to drop off. So
Alright.
I look forward to looking at the rest of the podcast when Alex posts it.
Okay, see you later.
All right.
See you later, guys.
All right, New Gaming Order. You know, we're a team. You know, we cover down for everybody. So Shinmar started the show. Biff is gonna end the show. So now we're at the conclusion. You know, Frieza. You know, so you got the narrator wheel. So finish us up.
All right, so yeah, basically that gives Frieza the goal, and once Frieza gets the goal, he knocks Gohan and Dispo off. After they are knocked off, they're in the stands, and Gohan is, you can tell he's a little irritated, a little bit disappointed in himself, but also at the same time, Piccolo let him know that there was no other way. You know, you did the right thing. You know, it was for the greater of the universe, and you know, it was all worth it. All of it was worth it. But then you also look at Dispo, which I can kind of understand, but it also kind of threw me off. Dispo threw a tantrum.
Yeah.
He threw a tantrum because he felt like since I was the fastest, I wasn't supposed to be touched. And he kind of threw a tantrum, but also at the same time, everybody else from Universe 7 was just as shocked to see Dispo sitting there.
Yeah.
So I think it was a little bit of embarrassment, a little bit of shock. I definitely see Goku coming to sacrifice himself. We knew it. We knew it was coming. I did think that 17 was going to be put off before.
Yeah. I remember you and I were talking about that. We had kind of like our predictions. It was going to be 17. Gohan. What was it? Was Frieza and Gohan? I think in my pick, it was
one of those 3. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought 17 was going first, but definitely he's going in the next episode. Period.
Yeah. Because as soon as we get there. Any of your thoughts about them finally getting eliminated?
Well, you see, with Dispo, you know, these Pride Troopers, or is it kind of like the good Ginyu Force? You know, it was amazing that his speed was that significant. It took something that drastic to remove him as a factor. You know? Because they're talking about like he's probably moving faster than Ultra Instinct Goku. You know?
Yeah.
So, man, imagine that. Considering, you know, that's where all his power, all his abilities, his emphasis was on. So obviously, with the Zenos not being able to keep up, that said a lot. That said a whole lot.
It did, but you know, it is what it is at this point. We only have 6 more episodes.
Yeah. Oh my
6
gosh.
minutes left. Yes. So I mean, now you know the heat's getting ready to really turn up, and if we're gonna hurry up and jump into the preview for next week, it is Toppo's week. So finally, we get to see what Toppo is made of. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, we all know that Toppo is a candidate for God of Destruction. With that being said, we know Toppo is extremely strong. We've also seen that Toppo hasn't really released a lot of power. He hasn't really shown us what he's worth. But looking at this preview, I see Frieza is about to turn up, and then Toppo is also about to get a taste of unlimited stamina from an android. And from that, I can tell that Toppo is about to get frustrated because in this preview, this man no longer has on his shirt. He's ripped out of it. He's buff. He's huge, and he has this purple, typical. I guess not typical. Your stereotypical. Well, it is kind of typical.
Yeah, he looked like evil almost.
Yeah. It also looks like a negative, kind of an evil aura around him, surrounding him, kind of somewhat like Jiren. Not the exact color, but somewhere in that same family. So now we're really about to see what Toppo's made of.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like you said, either this episode or the episode following that. I don't think that maybe the episode following that, maybe not. 17. It's 17's time to go.
Or what if it's Frieza and 17? Or what if the three, all three of y'all, the three of them eliminate each other?
But now that's what I'm thinking. Because now I already know it's just gonna be Jiren and Vegeta and Goku.
Yeah.
I already know it's just that's gonna be those three at the end. Period.
Mm-hmm.
As far as these three, somebody's gonna go. Or like you said, now I think they may take each other out in grand fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Or what it could be, Topo takes out 17 and Frieza, then he goes to help Jiren, and then Topo wound up, sacrificing himself somehow. And as always, Goku and Jiren left.
Honestly, Biff, I think here's my prediction. I talked to Shinwar about this. I think Topo is gonna get rid of 17. And somehow, in the act of doing that, he's gonna get eliminated by Frieza.
Yeah, because Frieza is pretty sneaky.
Yeah, but I think Jiren is gonna eliminate Frieza.
I can see that. It's just so many ways this could go, and then I don't know. Toriyama's just been having a field day with it, mm-hmm. and they've already reported everything. So
yeah, but I'm gonna say this: that poster with Goku and looking in like that. Perfected or the final Ultra Instinct form, I think Vegeta is going to play a key role in him getting there, because if one of the titles, the life risking blow, something's gonna happen to Vegeta and push Goku over the edge. And I think
that's what I said. It's like Goku's the fan favorite, so even though I stand Vegeta, they're still gonna put my man. And I already know it. I just don't want to admit it, but I already know it.
I think though he might weaken Jiren to a point where Goku may be able to finish it up. So it's both. Whoever wins, it's gonna be both their victory. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I could kind of see that. It's just Toriyama like to hold my man a lot, so.
All right, so we're gonna kind of wrap things up. I want to thank Biff for joining us in the clutch. I want to thank Geek-n-out Shinwar for supporting me early on. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on NewGamingOrder.com. This website is back, and Biff is actually going to get a tab on the website. So I'm going to start getting some, maybe like an anime vlog or forum set up so that you can contact her directly via our site. Or
also, if you want to contact me on social media, you can look me up at on IG and Twitter and Snapchat _. Well, not Snapchat. I'm sorry, IG and Twitter _ the Black Boma.
All right, hold on. I'm actually typing it. Wait, it's _ the Black Boma.
The Black Boma. Yeah.
All right.
I definitely do talk back, but don't get out of pocket, because I will get out of pocket back.
Oh yeah, I know you talk back. What? Let me say.
Yeah, but you guys, if you have any ideas, well, not any ideas, if you guys want to talk about any episodes or have any questions, feel free to ask me. I have noticed that since I have opened up my platform, there are a lot of blurs. Don't be afraid to be who you are. If you do have questions, or you're welcome to join my community and my group of friends. We love each other. This is what we're into. I'm more than welcome to welcome you into the community with open arms. Don't be afraid to interact. You can interact live time now like this, or you can interact afterwards. I always get a lot of comments and questions after the shows. And,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I bring them up on the next show that we bring, coming out. And then also, like you said, I'm getting my new tab. And it'll be some secret things coming out, so we have some things in the work, some ideas that I have that'll be coming up. So keep a lookout for that, and I'll make sure it's even more interactive, so you get a chance to have a voice.
All right, and last two announcements. Shinwar had mentioned we are running the Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament with the Microsoft Store. If you're in the Bridgewater, New Jersey area, make sure you come and check us out. Meet New Gaming Order and Geeking-out up there. And also check out our other project, From My Experience. It's more adult-oriented, talking about life, relationships, and current events. Biff, myself, and Thumb Thrasher Gaming are in that realm. So I'll have a link in the description if you are interested in being a part of that community, showing love to my brothers and sisters and on our other network platforms. So with that, Biff, we're gonna give them the deuces. The Juggernaut and Black Moma, we out.
Peace.
Peace.